How's it, guys? So I've just passed my PL900 exam, which is the Microsoft Certified Power Platform certification. I think this is my 8th Microsoft certification. But before we get into the detail of what the certification covers and why I did the certification, I just wanted to say it's very important that you don't just collect certifications, but you also apply the knowledge that you were getting from those certifications. Now, back to the PL900. So the PL900 essentially covers Microsoft's Power Platforms, right? And Power Platforms consist of like your Power BI, your Power Apps, and your Power Automate, and your Power Pages. So essentially, the certification really covers some of the tools that Microsoft has built to allow people to sort of like build their own low-code custom applications. So that's where your Power Apps actually comes into play. If you've got data laying around within your company and you sort of like to build a tiny application for you to interact with the data, you can use Power Apps to essentially build your own custom application without having to rely on like the IT department to build a custom application. So really solve the problem of essentially saying if maybe a certain business unit or a group of people want to have a custom made application, you could literally just use your Power App, your Power Apps, and essentially build your own custom application, or to even like build an application around a certain process within your organization that you don't really want to make it sort of large scale. Then the other one is your Power Automate. Now, Power Automate, I think that's one of my favorite ones. So Power Automate really is about automating like repetitive activities. So for example, if maybe you receive an email, you just want to extract the let's say the document that's on the email and just automatically load it onto a SharePoint or whatever. You don't have to manually do that. You can use Power Automate to automate that entire process. And there's so many things that you can literally automate with your Power Automate. And then there's also Power BI, right? Power BI is part of the Power Platform suite of applications. We all know Power BI is about visualizing data and all of that. So really having your power platform certification really helps you to essentially be able to use all those different tools. And obviously there's also your Power Pages. So now Power Pages is mostly focused on like building client-facing applications or websites. So if you want to build something for your customers, you can essentially use Power Pages to build a custom sort of website, and then your customers will be able to access and interact with your data essentially. And essentially, I think that's what the certification covers. And for me, it's really about experimenting with those tools because I'd like to build my own sort of custom applications and automate some of the redundant process